Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we are here to give our final thoughts before the Season 10 Walking Dead finale.
Yeah, guys. So, we have no spoilers. This is no spoiler video. This is kind of just our initial final thoughts. We are doing a reaction to the episode, so definitely stay tuned for that.
Are you giving a spoiler for the item that you wanted to discuss?
I will mention it, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay.
So, on Sunday, they kind of had a Walking Dead premiere event, and they had Angela Kang and a bunch of others virtually talking. And Angela Kang was giving some information about the Season 10 finale, that, you know, things are awesome, it's going to be big and everything. But she revealed a spoiler, which really pissed me off. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to say what it is, but it just made me mad. It's like, seriously? Like, why would you say that when we haven't even watched the episode yet?
Well, we're a week away.
Exactly.
Well, at that point, 2 weeks away.
At that week away. And it's like...
I agree with you, man. And especially when I heard what it was, it's like, really? Come on. Like,
yeah, it's not a huge thing.
It's not a huge spoiler. It's really not. It's just the fact that...
It's just the fact. The fact that when you see it, because when we see that part of it, we're going to be like, oh, okay.
We're going to know.
Yeah, we're okay.
But the people watching it are not going to know right away.
Right.
Who the hell that person is.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to give too much away, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, highly disappointed. Like, it seems like that's all they want to do is F up the show. Like, whether it's through promotional photos or just interviews or whatever, it's like, they can't keep a lid on this shit. Yeah,
so I mean, we've done the photos for you guys. There has been a recent teaser, I think, expansion on the opening minutes. There has been another teaser that's been out about the so-called plan. Daryl is coming up with the plan inside the hospital. We haven't watched it. We're staying dark on that because we want our reaction to be true and the best for you guys.
That's true.
We don't want to be spoiled. So,
and that goes into me telling you guys, yes, we will be doing a reaction to this. So we'll try and have that posted up Sunday night.
Sunday night, we'll usually post it up. Yeah. But yeah, we are excited for this. The end of the Whisperer War, which is what they're saying. So
is it the end of the Whisperers? Let's discuss that first.
Yeah. I mean,
do you think that they are going to close out the Whisperer arc and kill off Beta and the remaining Whisperers? Look, guys, I hate to tell you this is not a spoiler. The Whisperers don't win. Yeah. So I don't think that's much of a spoiler, but are they wiped out completely?
Yeah. You know, I was hoping that it would kind of roll over into Season 11, and I mean, we won't give any major comic book spoilers or anything like that, guys, but it, I mean, I don't know. From what it's sounding like, it's going to end. Yeah, in this episode.
I think it is going to end. I think they are going to... All the Whisperers will be killed off. Beta will be killed off. And the reason why is because of the announcement of the series ending at Season 12. Yeah. I just don't think that there's that much time to worry about the Whisperers after this season. I think they're going to close it out. The question... Well, we can't go into spoilers for the source material.
We do have... Stay tuned. We are doing... You guys asked for a spoiler video on the Commonwealth. That is coming. We're recording that tonight, so stay tuned. That will have massive spoilers for what you guys wanted, and we're going to be going over the overall comic book storyline, which will feed into the series finale and how it could actually work.
Yeah.
Let's
go into death predictions. Final death predictions. I think we've talked about this, probably to exhaustion at this point, but we know who's safe, and that is Daryl and Carol.
There were so many comments and stuff maybe Carol might go, well, they never said anything about Daryl. It was mostly Carol, but we won't mention why they said that because that's kind of a comic spoiler. But
who else, though?
I'm still kind of thinking that Father Gabriel, what we've mentioned before, that I think he's going to have an heroic death.
Mark a check for me for Father Gabriel as well. I think, unfortunately, he will meet his demise.
I'm trying to think of main characters that can go. I'm sure there could be some maybe DRC characters. But
let's rattle them off. Magna and Yumiko.
Well, Yumiko was with Eugene.
That's right. No. Sorry.
Magna.
Well, there's still a chance she could die.
She could. But Magna, I could see her going out in the blaze of glory. She's been kind of this quiet, defensive, not really quiet, but a very defensive woman who kind of almost broke the deal. You know, Daryl was really pissed at her for stealing the food. That's why her and Yumiko were at odds and they broke up. I can kind of see her redeeming herself in a way and dying to have maybe some fulfillment in who she was trying to protect, her family and the new family that she became part of.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. She survives. I just think that there's a lot more they can do with.
There's
Maggie.
more they could do with Maggie.
Yeah, and I'm excited if they do.
What can they?
Yeah. So
Well,
true. Let's see what else. Here's a big one. And I think this is going to happen. I think Connie will die.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned when we were doing those those photos. I think somebody also mentioned in the comments too. I think I told you about it, or you maybe told me. You told me about it.
Because your initial thought was
Carol.
What we're talking about is Carol standing and peering out into the distance, and your initial thought was she was standing at the cliff where she looked at Alpha.
Yeah.
And I said no. That is where the explosion happened at the mine.
Right. Oh, no. So you told me that she's looking at a possible dead Connie and whether she has to tell Daryl.
Yep.
Somebody in the comments said,
that's right.
What if she's looking at a zombified Connie and she then has to go get Daryl and be like, do you want me to take care of this? Like,
dude, yeah. And here's the deal.
Suck.
And we're not talking, I just thought of this. Was it in the comments? I don't know. I'm not talking about a zombified Connie that's walking towards her. I'm talking about one that's trapped underneath a huge boulder.
Oh, and can't get out.
And can't get out.
Yeah, that could be as well.
Because Carol's, now I understand it's a still photo, but Carol's standing there just looking
down.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That would be brutal.
That would be brutal.
And dogs eating her.
Oh, God. You're going to get so much hate.
I am. I'm just joking, guys. I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they get something with Connie, but with everything going on with the actress and filming, I just don't know what they're going to do. I'm hoping that they can get reunited because I know Kelly, that's going to be her number one thing when she gets out of there and safe enough. She's going to want to go right back to that mine and see if she can find her.
Well, let's talk about other characters, and that brings up Kelly and Dog. What's their fate?
I think they're fine.
Yep.
I think they're fine. Jerry's fine. Jerry. Yeah,
Dog,
fine.
I could see a scenario
having heroic.
Yeah, kind of like a Shiva and Tiger deal.
Well, Norman Reedus mentioned that. Did he say that for the finale?
He said that the dog would make an appearance, I thought.
Yeah, I remember he said before another episode.
We always talked about him finding Connie.
Yeah, because he said Dog was going to come back in a really cool way. I think he was talking about the finale, and we still, of course, we haven't seen it yet. But Dog, I think it's probably fine as well. I would imagine Dog has been signed on for the spinoff.
Well, you have to jump on the motorcycle.
You can do that.
Sure.
He'll build a sidecar.
Whatever. Yeah. Luke
and Jules.
Yep.
Well, we've already seen from the pictures they get out.
Yep. Jerry too.
Jerry gets out. Oscar from Hilltop gets out. I think his name's Mario. He's a comic character. I apologize.
I think that's pretty much the main group. Alden,
yeah, he's with Aaron, and that's who they run into the masked person, whoever that is.
Do they make it out?
Yeah.
Beta,
no.
He dead.
No, he's gonna get killed.
Oh, dude, we're forgetting a major character. A couple major characters.
Do it.
Negan.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, he's fine.
I mean, there's rumors that he's... Jeffrey Dean Morgan has another show coming up.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they'll have him survive. If he's not going to have a big role in the next season due to the comic book storyline, which he did not, maybe they're... I know they've mentioned that they're not planning on doing a Negan spin-off series, but they definitely will.
Yeah,
unless they do it for the Tales of the Walking Dead or something.
Another character that will survive, that is Judith. For sure, 100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Matter of fact, 100%. We can discuss that in another video, but I think Judith has a huge storyline for the actual ending, the last show.
Yeah, for sure. We know we're missing a bunch of characters, guys.
We probably are.
I honestly don't think that there's going to be many major deaths. I think 1 or 2, and my 1 is Father Gabriel. I think he's going to sacrifice himself, and that's it.
And look, that's pretty iconic. And usually when you get an iconic character dying, there should be no more.
Right.
So I think that, that's the case. All right, so now let's talk about Aaron and Alden. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what's going to happen. We know they're not in the hospital.
Yeah.
But they're outside, and they've been potentially caught by whisperers.
Yeah, and we've seen that they run into this masked person. So we've kind of got, like we said, spoiled on that, where we potentially know who the masked person is, but we're not going to say it right now, of course. But
we don't want to spoil it for you guys.
Yeah.
But also with him saying that, like, we know who the masked person is, but we don't know what happens up to the point where they come into the shot, right?
We don't know.
All we know is the person.
Right. We don't. I mean, I can't really say much more without spoiling.
We don't even know if the masked person dies,
if
they save Alden or Aaron, if they're a whisperer with a mask. Like,
exactly.
We don't know.
No, we don't know. So, they're definitely fine. I think they're probably going to help out and try to maybe guide some of the walkers and whisperers away. The biggest thing is, how does Maggie come back into this? Does she come with people? Does she have a military type crew that she brings with her, and they just help slaughter the whisperers and lead away the remaining walkers somewhere else?
Well, we have heard that she comes in the nick of time. I think that's the phrase that's being used.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to predict this, I think that we've seen shots of our group outside of the hospital. I think our group gets out of the hospital thanks to Father Gabriel somehow. They get out, plus the trick of using the blood and guts and walking amongst the walkers. Yeah. All of that leads to our group outside of the hospital. But guys, I don't think the war ends there. I think the war continues outside of the hospital, out in the open.
I honestly think that we'll get the first opening minutes. I think the getting out of the hospital isn't going to be that long in the episode. True. I think probably at the 20-minute mark, maybe close to the half an hour mark, they're going to be out of the hospital, and now the fight is going to be spread out. So they're going to try to
and our group
figure
is
out
probably
what to
going
do.
To be spread out.
They're going to be spread out. Yeah. We've already seen, in some of the pictures that they're leading a lot of some of the walkers away. We still have not gotten back into Oceanside. I wonder how Oceanside's gonna, come into play. And it's just gonna be interesting of what they're gonna do on the outside.
I don't think Daryl's in the shot of the group with Jerry leading the walkers out, right? Daryl, Kelly, the group that did the blood and guts trick is not with that group, I don't think.
Not unless they were farther ahead and they just weren't in the still shot.
I don't think so. I don't think we saw them in the still shot, guys. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen them, so I could be wrong. But if that's the case, then our group that did the blood and guts trick is separated from that group, the hospital group, which would make sense because they went one way and the group probably snuck out the hospital in another way. But guys, I think we're going to have this two-sided war happening. And when we talk about Maggie coming in the nick of the time, I think that our group eventually gets overrun by walkers. Mm-hmm. And I just see they're about literally to be engulfed with a herd of walkers, and here comes Maggie to save the day.
That'd be sweet.
It'd be awesome.
So, I wonder, if they're giving certain duties. So, what is Negan going to do? His goal is probably to protect Lydia and Judith. So, I wonder if they take maybe some of the kids to a safe area while they deal with all this. Negan is tasked to protect the kids, protect these guys, stay here until we come back for you. And the rest are, Daryl is being a leader and saying, hey, you do this, you do that. We got to isolate the whisperers out of the walker herd so we can take them out. And then I think we're going to get an awesome battle between Daryl and Beta and
Negan Beta.
We're hoping, guys. We're hoping. We're still hoping we're getting that comic book moment, guys, but I honestly don't think it's going to happen.
What if Negan gets the second comic book moment? Beta's demise moment. And then just walks off in the distance and we never hear from him again.
I don't know.
Using Lucille in a lineup.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's going to be
Negan lining up the whisperers. That'd be freaking awesome.
I honestly don't think he would be. How Negan is, he wouldn't do it.
No,
he would not.
I mean, he's totally on a redemption arc.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably surpassed that redemption arc at this point.
Yeah.
The real question is does he have or see, or does Maggie see him? Is there any interaction between those two?
I think for Beta's death, I think what would be fitting and would be better than kind of what they've done in the comics, guys, was I think that maybe after Daryl and him have a battle or something and he's bested, wouldn't it be more fitting if they basically just threw him in the Walker herd and just let him be eaten alive?
Yeah.
It'd be more dramatic than what we saw in the
I think
comics.
we could tell him what happens in the source material, right?
Yeah.
Guys, in the source material...
Spoiler warning for anybody reading.
Spoiler if you're reading the source material, but in the Whisperer War, Beta is defeated, but he retreats with a select few, what's left of the Whisperers, and it comes out to be like...
Not that many.
4 or 5 Whisperers, literally, that's it.
Yeah.
But in the end, Jesus actually, in the comic books, and is it Aaron? Mm-hmm. And Aaron actually catch up with Beta, run into Beta. Actually, and his Whisperers.
Well, they're in a camp, and Beta actually sees them and surprise attacks them.
Yep, that's right.
He's the only one left because other Whisperers defected, and they actually a few of them went and joined our group in Alexandria.
Yeah.
So he attacked Jesus and Aaron, and they fight him, and he gets killed, and that's when they peel off his mask, and they both recognize who he is. In the comics, he was a professional basketball player, an actor. And in the show, of course, he's a professional musician.
Yeah.
So
I can't see that they would take that away from us. I think that
it'd be tough.
Unless
it's Olden and Aaron.
Maybe we do. Our group gets done with this Whisperer War, but they haven't confirmed Beta.
Right.
And they cut to another scene later on where Beta attacks someone, and that's when they take Beta out.
Yeah. Because it's not going to be, from what we're hearing about these 6 additional episodes, it's not going to be a lot of stuff in that. They're going to end the Whisperer War in the finale, and these 6 additional episodes, from what I'm hearing, due to COVID and how they've been filming, it's a lot of like bottle episodes. So we've heard that they might be doing an episode about Maggie and her time with Georgie. I think there's going to be 6 little bottle episodes. So if Beta does die, he's dying in the finale.
So, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too.
So yeah, guys, there isn't much story really to go over. I mean,
one more thing if you want to discuss it.
Yeah, I mean, like I was going to say real quick, the Whisperer arc was really great in the comics, but it went by really fast, and they're doing a great job of it right now. A lot of changes happen, of course, but I think they've done a really good job of it.
Yeah, I think the last thing that I want to talk about, guys, is does Judith tell Daryl about Rick?
No.
No?
No. I don't.
I mean, we've already talked about what's his name coming back. What's his name? You forgot his name.
I did.
Virgil.
There
we've already talked about Virgil making his way back, so we already did a video on that. But I don't think Daryl has any interaction with Virgil because he has to be in Oceanside to do that. But does Judith tell Daryl anything about Rick? And is it really needed in the finale episode? I don't think so. Well, dude, Michonne's gone. Michonne is gone, and she's not coming back. Furthermore, she's not coming back with weapons that were promised for this war.
It's true.
So I think that's a elephant in the room.
Yeah, you would have to think that she would have to say something, because by the time the Whisperer War is over, he's going to notice that Michonne's not back. And so he's going to ask Judith, hey, have you contacted your mom? And then she might tell him, or Virgil somehow... Yeah, I think you're right. They're gonna have to address it.
Unless a huge plot hole if you don't address that.
They're gonna have to, because the time skip isn't going to be that big between the end of this season and season 11. So they could do it in the beginning of next season or something. I don't know.
And look, I don't see Judith telling Daryl that she hasn't heard from her mother.
Oh yeah, she won't say that.
Yeah, I think that Judith is
because if Daryl sees Virgil. Where is she?
Yeah.
That'll be his first question. To be like, why are you here and where is Michonne?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know,
that's
man.
Be addressed.
We might get it.
Oh, if they don't, that's going to be a major plot hole.
It is.
It's going to suck.
Yeah. I mean, do you see it? I think it'd be more. Where do you see it? Do you see it more fitting in their time in the hospital, where they have that downtime where they're prepping for the events to happen, or do you see it after all is said and done, and we cut to a final scene of the episode, and Judith is talking to Daryl then?
I could see it both ways.
Yeah,
I could see it where, maybe as they're getting their plan ready, if Daryl mentioned something to Judith, like, man, your mom's supposed to be back by now. She's bringing weapons. Like, where is she? Have you heard from her?
But that would distract Daryl
heavily
during
distract
the battle.
what they're doing. Yeah. So it would be more fitting at the end.
So maybe we do get a scene of him asking about Michonne, but Judith is reserved, understanding that we have something bigger at hand. I already know what's happening with my mom.
Yeah. She'll probably say she's on her way or something. Just to keep him focused and make sure that he gets them out of there.
Yeah, with the full understanding that she's going to tell him should they survive.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think, guys, if she'll tell Daryl at the end of the episode where Michonne is going or where she's at. So, there's not too much.
Eugene.
What am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, we're going to get some we're going to get some Commonwealth. We won't go too deep into that because we have another video, but we do believe that they are going to run into the Commonwealth soldiers, and similar to the comics. We'll mention that. It's not a major spoiler, but stay tuned for our spoiler video. But I think they will make contact, but I don't think it's going to be very much. Because from what we've seen in the pictures, there's going to be a lot of waiting around. There's probably going to be a lot of questioning, like, I don't think she's coming. She lied to you. It's not real. Eugene is going to be very, not forceful, but he's going to be very confident, saying, no, she's going to be here. It's going to happen. And then I think we're going to get the boom, the lights flashing in their faces. We'll get introduced to possibly a new character. It won't be Stephanie yet. It'll be a new character for the Commonwealth. And then...
Which I'm so pumped.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait. Because I don't think we've heard anything on casting for that particular character.
No. Or even anyone else in the Commonwealth story other than
Rock Johnson.
Other than Stephanie. Yeah. That would be so insane. We're talking about a Twitter post that was posted for the character named Mercer with Dwayne and Rock Johnson in the outfit. But we're going to get it. We're going to see the soldiers. If not, I think a couple with a gentleman.
I mean, if anything, that's probably going to be the last shot of the episode.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
They won't go into it.
I can't see them cutting to those events during war. Like, it just doesn't fit.
No.
Here you have Eugene. Now, if Eugene was doing something to benefit them during the Whisperer War, like getting weapons, absolutely. But it just doesn't fit cutting. So I think it's either going to be something in the beginning, which that wouldn't make sense, or the end of the episode.
Right. They could throw it in when there's like maybe a little downtime, but they're not going to get into much. It's going to end at a proper moment, and we'll have to wait to season 11 to dive more into that comic arc, and stay tuned for a spoiler video.
Yeah, so. Well, guys, I think that's our final thoughts on the finale. Stay tuned.
It's going to be great.
Of course, we will have a reaction, and like I said, I think we'll post that up Sunday night.
Yeah, guys. So let us know what you think in the comments. How pumped are you for the season 10 finale? And make sure you guys don't give any major spoilers away if you have been lucky enough to get spoiler information of people who have already watched it somehow or have gotten some insight news. But, just kindly not give away spoilers.
If you guys are on the comments, be careful. And you don't want to be spoiled, just be careful. We do stay away from everything that we can.
Definitely, guys. So make sure if you enjoyed the video, give it a quick like, subscribe if you are new, and hit that bell so you're always notified. Stay tuned for our reaction for the season 10 finale coming this weekend. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.